It is now my honor to invite Ms. Sandra Oudkirk, Director of the American Institute in Taiwan, to the podium to share her remarks.
So now that I've been united with the microphone, I'm going to say, Madam President, Laura, Vincent, distinguished guests and friends, good evening, Wanan. It is my pleasure to be here with you tonight for the second year in a row. Since we took this stage last year, Taiwan's borders have opened. Thank you, Madam President. And we have seen a rush of pent-up demand for engagement. This is great news for the U.S.-Taiwan relationship, a positive sign for our growing and mutually beneficial trade and investment ties, and a trend I hope to see continue in 2023 and beyond. People-to-people exchanges are back in a big way. The World Movement for Democracy held its 11th Global Forum in Taiwan for the first time last October. The Oslo Freedom Forum was held in November. The President of Paraguay participated alongside President Hsieh in the Power Women Conference in February, and bipartisan congressional delegations have shown tremendous interest in Taiwan. On the trade and investment front, in June of last year, I had the honor of leading the largest delegation in the history of the Select USA Summit. In October, Taiwan held its first ever business expo in the United States, led by Minister of Economic Affairs Wang, who at the time also marked the first anniversary of ministerial level engagement with the Department of Commerce. I said it last year and I'll say it again. U.S. support for Taiwan is rock solid, principled, and bipartisan. It is entirely in line with America's One China policy, which is guided by the Taiwan Relations Act, the 3 joint communiques, and the 6 assurances. We will continue to deepen engagement and connections with Taiwan consistent with U.S. interests and the interests of the people of Taiwan. We firmly believe that U.S. support for Taiwan contributes to the maintenance of peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait and helps to create a more stable, safe, and secure region. Tonight, I would like to concentrate on 3 special areas of focus that are deeply relevant to all of us as we work to deepen the trade and investment relationship between the United States and Taiwan. And the first is one I think some of you will not expect. It is diversity, equity, inclusion, and access, or what we in the United States are calling DEIA. As director of AIT, paramount among my strategic priorities is strengthening the trade, investment, and people-to-people ties between the United States and Taiwan. Investing in women and historically marginalized communities as valued employees, entrepreneurs, innovators, and community leaders is essential to our competitiveness, resiliency, and adaptability, not just in the corporate world, but also in our communities and beyond. Principles of inclusion apply to every organization, and they're especially relevant and visible here in Taiwan, which is the most progressive society in Asia. This evening, I am proud to share the stage with Taiwan's first female president and the first female chair of AIT. Vincent, we have you outnumbered. And I am certain that although we may be the firsts, like Vice President Kamala Harris said about her own position, we will not be the last. Taiwan has the highest rate of female participation in elected office in Asia. It was the first in Asia to legalize same-sex marriage, a milestone reached in 2019 and enhanced earlier this year when Taiwan announced it would recognize marriages when they involved a non-Taiwan partner. These moves help to attract talent to Taiwan, which benefits innovative global firms like the ones gathered here tonight. Mentorship is one of the most effective means for women and disadvantaged groups to succeed in the workforce. In 2021, the U.S. Department of Commerce launched the Select Global Women in Tech Mentorship Network. This network links female tech entrepreneurs from around the world with American business leaders, probably many from your companies, who serve as mentors as the entrepreneurs work to grow their business in the US market. I'm pleased to say that over the course of the last 2 years, we've had 18 female entrepreneurs from Taiwan participate in this program, and another 14 will join this year. In addition, in 2021, AIT partnered with the Ministry of Economic Affairs to launch the Academy for Women Entrepreneurs, which is designed to advance women's economic empowerment by providing entrepreneurs the skills, resources, and networks needed to start and scale successful businesses. Building on that success, AIT partnered with the Council for Indigenous People to create something called the Inspiring Women Entrepreneurs Program, which is a Mandarin language program designed for focus on training and mentorship that targets female micro-entrepreneurs in the indigenous community, many of whom live in Taiwan's remote rural areas where few resources exist to help them develop their businesses. Finally, our colleagues at the AIT branch office in Kaohsiung are wrapping up a year-long tech camp program, including corporate partners from many companies represented here, which is designed to help indigenous entrepreneurs in southern Taiwan utilize tech tools to elevate and expand their small businesses. Going forward, AIT is interested in working with the companies represented here tonight, either individually or collectively through AmCham, to exchange lessons learned on translating the US approach to equal employment opportunity and DEIA to the Taiwan cultural context. We have a lot to learn from you, and we look forward to meaningful discussions that make a positive impact on workforce empowerment and talent retention. Finally, we are proud to partner with Taiwan in laying the foundation for change to improve accessibility and create a climate that ensures that all people, especially women, are valued, validated, and empowered to contribute all of their talents fully. We need to make our offices, schools, and communities places where all of our children can grow, flourish, and aspire to lead. The second area I would like to highlight tonight is the importance of trade and investment in creating more secure and reliable supply chains that build sustainable economies in both Taiwan and the United States. Laura gave you a fantastic overview of the alphabet soup of mechanisms the United States government is using to achieve these goals. TTIC, the EPPD, the U.S.-Taiwan Initiative on 21st Century Trade, or as we fondly call it, 21CI. The 5 industry sectors that are the focus of TTIC, each in their own way, capture and advance our shared economic and security interests. A healthy semiconductor ecosystem in both Taiwan and the United States is key to a thriving global economy. Last year, I had the honor of attending both the groundbreaking ceremony for Global Wafer's $5 billion silicon wafer manufacturing facility in Sherman, Texas, and the monumental tool-in ceremony and expansion announcement for TSMC outside Phoenix, Arizona. These investments help to broaden and diversify global supply chains. They increase opportunities for business growth and job creation, and they enable Taiwan semiconductors to better serve their US customers. But they do not replace any of the exceptional work that is happening right here in Taiwan. The electric vehicle global revolution presents a once-in-a-generation opportunity for Taiwanese companies to grow market share in the United States and globally as a natural evolution of the world-renowned expertise in electronics manufacturing. In the telecom sector, Taiwanese hardware suppliers and US service providers are working together to build 5G and 6G Open RAN satellite communication networks. Through these new O-RAN partnerships, we can deliver secure, transparent, and affordable telecom as a reliable alternative to existing options. Critically, these partnerships also aim to secure reliable and resilient satellite communications on this island to protect Taiwan against connectivity vulnerabilities. Further to bolstering Taiwan's resilience, 2 key goals of TTIC are to shore up cybersecurity protections across the economy and to support Taiwan's energy sector. In September of this year, AIT will host a cybersecurity trade mission, and NIST, the U.S. National Institute of Standards and Technology, will train both Taiwan officials and industry representatives on NIST's recently launched Cybersecurity Framework 2.0. On the energy front, companies and policymakers from both Taiwan and the United States are identifying technology, policy, and process solutions for building Taiwan's energy resilience by strengthening the grid, advancing renewable energy and storage, gasifying Taiwan's coal-fired power plants, and laying a foundation for a net zero future through carbon capture, utilization, and storage. Finally, I want to reiterate, AIT strongly supports U.S. investments in Taiwan and the continued expansion of U.S. business interests on this island. While we are delighted at the giant new investments by Taiwan companies in the United States, I have to underscore the importance of recognizing that those investment flows go in both directions. Expansions this year from Micron, Qualcomm, Integras, ASML, and other global companies in Taiwan speak values about the indispensable role U.S. and other foreign companies play in Taiwan's semiconductor ecosystem. Firms from the United States and Taiwan play mutually complementary roles in ensuring that this vital sector continues to grow and benefit both of our peoples and economies. From the first technology transfers from RCA to ITRI in the late 1970s, to the rich and continuing history of students studying in the United States and then returning to Taiwan to start world-class enterprises, we can confidently say that the development of the US and Taiwan semiconductor and high-tech ecosystems is a 良性循环, or virtuous cycle. I promise not to speak any more Mandarin. The United States and Taiwan are the globe's most natural partners in the semiconductor supply chain. US firms make up 68% of the fabless market, while Taiwan is home to more than half of the global foundry business. In the first few months of 2023, we have seen major US and other foreign semiconductor companies announce plans for expanded investment in leading-edge research and development in Taiwan. These investments range across the supply chain, from electronic design automation to materials to advanced IC design. They underscore Taiwan's continued critical position in global supply chains. In addition to semiconductors, other US technology companies also have high-value R&D investments in Taiwan, ranging from hardware prototyping to innovative uses of artificial intelligence. Companies in the United States and Taiwan share strong links through a long history of collaboration, deep and historic ties, and robust commercial connections that underpin our mutually beneficial economic relationship. As ties between the United States and Taiwan continue to deepen and broaden, I am confident that these commercial links will grow as well. So as the COVID-related restrictions on travel and face-to-face engagement recede into the past, we can't help but seeing that the world and the Indo-Pacific region are more connected than ever. To advance our global and regional goals, we need bold leadership, democratic allies, and robust international cooperation, including close cooperation with our partners in the private sector, which means you. We are committed at AIT to working with our partners in Taiwan, and AmCham Taiwan is one of the most important of those partners, as we confront these shared challenges and make progress on our collective goals. It is an honor to join you again tonight. I look forward to working with all of you to strengthen our partnership throughout the year. Thank you. 谢谢大家.
Thank you, Director Oudkirk, for that wonderful speech. Please return to your seat.